Hi guys, since I'm out today, I thought I'd go ahead and make you a quick video going over everything that you're expected to complete today. So Ms. Shockley has already gone over the bias review for your assessment on Thursday. Remember, you do have your summative on Thursday, so be reviewing that green sheet all week for homework so you do well on your assessment. After you get done, Ms. Shockley will have directed you to Schoology and to the sub-day 1128 plans. The first thing you're going to do is you're watching this video, but then you're going to open your argument essay. And we're going to format your argument essay appropriately for the MLA format. The anchor chart is hanging on the front board if you need to reference it, but it should go first and last name, teacher's name, so my name, ELA 7 because it's 7th grade, and the date. So make it the date it's due, and it will be due December 3rd, 2017. Then you're going to have your title, and your title should be centered. Everything else should be aligned to the left, and every paragraph should be indented. Once your paper looks like this, you're going to click Control A to select all of your text. Going up here to where you have your line spacing, and you're going to click double. You want your essay double spaced. Once your essay is double spaced and looks nice and neat, you're going to go into Insert. Because if you look at the anchor chart at the front of the room, you notice there's also page numbers. MLA format also requires page numbers. So insert, page number, and you're going to select this first one right here. Now, when you get here, you see your cursor is here and you have this number in gray. Do not delete that number in gray because that's your page number. It automatically changes page numbers for you. What you need to do is move your cursor in front of the one and write your last name. So write your last name, Smith, and then every single page will have your last name and your page number. This is a formatting thing so that if anything were to happen to any of the pages of your essay, we would be able to find them because they would have your last name and your page number on there. So when you get done with that, your essay should look like this, and you're now formatted correctly. So step 2 is creating your works cited page. As you can tell, during the slideshow, you can use the slideshow to reference back. You're going to create a works cited page on a separate page at the end of your research paper. So you're going to click all the way down to a brand new page with nothing on it. And then you're going to type works cited. Everybody's title should be the same. Center it. And then go back over to the left side. So then you can go into your tools, your Keep Notepad, and you can click on your stuff and drag it in. You don't need this. You only need this part right here. So make sure you delete any extra out. All you need is that. If you want to just highlight, you can just highlight it. I say you can just highlight it. I guess it's not allowing me to just highlight it. So you have to just drag and drop. The other thing, as you're looking at your slideshow, you notice it says that it needs to be alphabetized according to the first letter. So it should go in alphabetical, your works cited page should go in alphabetical order. So A-R, if I wanted to drop in this one, this Ben Cohen, Cohen is it's going to actually go in the middle. So I can either drop it in way down here, delete that extra stuff out because I don't need it, and then I can just cut it, Control X to cut, Control V to paste, and then I can put it in there. But it needs to be in alphabetical order. So A, C, R. Once you get done with your works cited page, the next thing that we're looking at today is we're looking at tone revisions. And so we're going to revise our paper based on tone. thinking about a formal tone and when is it time to be formal? So I have this great analogy. I always think about how when I was little and I'd go to my grandma's house and I'd be helping her get the house set up and ready for company, she would always put out fancy towels in the bathroom. The normal towels were like faded, maybe they had bleach spots on them, they were kind of raggedy looking, and those were just our everyday towels, and we always used them at my grandma's house. But then as soon as company was coming over, she put out the fancy towels with the embroidery and no bleach spots, no holes and no tears. And I always ask her why are we using these fancy towels? And she'd say, because it's more formal. When we have guests, we want to be more formal. Well, with your essay, it's the same idea. Your audience and your situation sometimes calls for a more formal tone, just like sometimes having visitors call for a more formal towel at my grandma's house. So looking at formal in your writing and the way your writing is presented, we are going to look at these examples. And I want you to be thinking about which one is more formal, which one do you think is more like the paper I want you to write. So version 1 says, TV is good for you. I say TV is really good for you because you can watch shows that'll help you learn more. Do you agree? Just listen to me and I'll tell you all about the shows where you can learn about stuff like science and history and even boring stuff. Like last night, I watched the show about what's under the ocean. Crazy! Turns out there are mountains, canyons, and all kinds of weird creatures under there. On examiner.com, it even says the TV will help kids go to cool places like Mount Everest. So thinking about that version versus this version. Television is beneficial. One reason that television is beneficial is because television offers the opportunity for people to watch educational shows. The Discovery Channel and the History Channel are just two of the channels that offer shows that teach about science, history, math, and literacy. For instance, on Discovery Channel, there was a documentary called Drain the Ocean, which used digital technology to show viewers what was under the water: mountains, plains, canyons, and strange, fascinating creatures. Furthermore, according to examiner.com, television allows children to visit places they would not normally be able to visit otherwise, such as Mount Everest. So which one do you trust more? Which one do you think sounds more accurate? Yeah, you're right. I would agree that version 2 is more I feel it's more accurate. I feel like I can trust it more. I feel like I can count on that person who's writing to be more knowledgeable on the subject. It's the same information as version 1, but it's the tone, the formal tone that the writer has taken in version 2 that makes them more credible. Looking at creating a more formal tone. You want to write in complete sentences. You want to write out all words. Don't write couldn't. Don't write wouldn't. Don't write don't. Write could not, would not, do not. Also, don't use abbreviations. Writing television out instead of TV. Using a proper noun when introducing something rather than a pronoun. Make sure you've left out all personal pronouns. So if you left out I, me, my, you've not talked directly to your audience. You. Limit your use of exclamation points. Try to stay serious the whole time unless it's absolutely essential to a point to be more casual. And make sure you're using academic language to describe things and using formal transitions. Using that purple transition sheet that I gave you will help you stay in a formal tone. Remember, the main thing is that your tone and the format of your writing match the purpose and the audience. So we've already looked at your format. We formatted it in a formal way, MLA format. MLA is the format that we use in English. So we've already got that done. Now I want you to go in. I want you to look at the tone. Continue to revise your draft. This time you're going to look at tone and decide what you need to revise what has left out, what's kind of weak. If you get done revising, then maybe you ask a peer if, hey, do you mind reading mine and seeing if you can find anything with tone that I've missed? And you guys can just share your documents with each other. The last thing that you guys are going to complete is going to be this highlighting document. Now, with this highlighting document, you're going to open it, and it goes through these tasks for you to complete. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open your paper in Kami. So you're going to want to use, and I don't have Kami on, so let me turn Kami on using my Extensity. Turning Kami on, you want to use your Kami extension to complete these things. I might also use my tab resize, and I am going to split like this, and I actually don't need my keep. I am going to bring over my article on this side, and I can close my keep and close all this stuff. So I have my article here, I have my assignment here, my article here, can open Kami over here. My document, I'm going to open from Google Drive, and I'm going to look for my argument essay. So you're going to look for your argument essay. I'm going to here. Here's my example. It's taking a second to load. So as I'm going through with this, in my introduction, it asks me to complete all of these tasks within my paper. So it says underline the hook and background information. So remember, use your tools. Underline, you can use a color, whatever you would like, underline, and I'm just quickly underlining things. And so it's underlined, and I can see quickly, I have my hook in there. It's already in there. It asks to circle any in-text citation. So remember, use your shape tool. Grab a circle, any in-text citation that you see. Let me zoom in, it's kind of hard to see. So I'm looking for in-text citations. I don't see any in-text citations in my introduction. So I'm not going to do that. And then I want to highlight in blue. So remember, use your highlighting tool. Oh, there it is. There's my highlighting tool. Use your highlighting tool to do blue, your claim and argument. You can do your claim and argument in blue, and then orange for your first reason, pink for your second reason, and yellow for your counter, and green for your rebuttal. So you're going through and you're completing all of these things within your article. When you get done with it, it automatically will save all of these in Kami. So we can open it tomorrow in Kami and we can see all the notes and annotations you have made already. This is going to help us with our assignment that we're going to do on Wednesday. If you guys have any questions, send me a quick email. I can help you with anything over email. If not, I will see you on Wednesday, and have a great day.